Hello, welcome. This is going to be a replay of the MGL BunnyQueen. I want to say MGL BunnyQueen's tournament, Flash tournament. It is RTK Taj playing as Northymbre versus VM Patronus playing as Mierce. So Northymbre versus Mierce. Let's watch the replay. So there was quite a few prizes in this Flash tournament. It was a round robin tournament. I think they had 7 or 8 entrants, including some big names. So Aura of Death was in there, Greek Heracles, Patronus, Taj, Timor. So yeah, it was a good tournament, and Northymbre, he's gone for Taj. He's gone for a Berserker build. 3 archers, 2 cav, 6 spears, a sword commander, and 3 elite axemen. Trying to think what they are for Northymbre. We'll find out when it loads up. And Mierce has 4 cav, 4 archers, a sword core, so 6 swords of various kinds, 4 spears, and a sword commander. On paper, I like Northumbre's army a lot more. This is the Battle of White Horse. We have got a hill over on this side. Will that come into play? We'll see. A few woods about, but nothing too serious. Mierce versus Northymbre. Well, Mierce is my neck of the woods, but I'm struggling to see them winning this one with this build. So let's have a look at this. Northymbre have, they've set themselves up on top of the hill. Clever move by Taj. Means no matter what, he's not going to be at a disadvantage to Northymbre. And if he sweeps down there, and there, he's going to get downhill charges. It's good all the way. So if you can hold that line somewhere around there. That's about halfway between the armies, I'd say. What's even better, if he holds that wood, but it looks as though Patronus is going to take that off him. So these swords, the Earl's Thanes, yeah, the Earl's Thanes, the Royal Thanes, Royal Companions, Thane Horsemen, more Royal Thanes, and at the front he's got the Cure Spearmen. He's gone for quite an elite army, so they've got a real backbone to them, but the question is, will the swords do enough damage? Levy Spear Imp at the front, Fjord Archers, Circus, they were Huskars, so that elite axe unit that we saw and load up were Huskars. It's the Warlord's Companion as General. And we've seen a few arrows go off, not many. Who's getting fired on? Nothing blatantly obvious. A few men have gone down here. From the Cure Spearmen. Nothing to worry about. It's not going to affect the battle overly. Thane Horseman there just chasing away. Keeping the enemy at bay. So, yeah, now the Fjord archers are getting targeted by Taj, and Patronus in return is targeting Northymbre's archers, and Taj cleverly switching to the Thane horseman. The reason why that's a clever switch is that they are an expensive unit. If there's one unit that and wasn't expecting this, he has baited Patronus for an uphill charge into an area where he's not going to take any advantage. There was a chance there, I think, for Taj to fire on the rear of this cav unit, and that was a missed opportunity because up till then he played everything perfectly. But yeah, it was still good. Yeah, he's really damaging this archer unit, and they are now wavering. Moving a little bit forward, and this is a big mistake by Patronus. He's charging frontally into these spears, which is going to do a lot of damage, but he's the potential to suffer. Yeah, already it's not worth it. This costs 100 points. This cav unit costs a lot more, and he's lost nearly a third of the models from that unit. So a disastrous charge. I noticed as well in the background we had one of the Fjord archers wavering. They have recovered, and they're gonna recommence with their covering fire. Patronus very cleverly targeting the berserkers, but when you target the berserkers from the front with the archers, they will do damage, but not a great amount. I think Taj getting a bit over eager here, but again Patronus taking that bait, charging his horsemen into spears. He's not going to get a great charge there. He's going through his own units. He's going uphill. I thought it was a mistake from Taj. I stand corrected. That was a great, well, it was a move that was made great, I think, by his enemies, by Patronus's poor decision as much as Taj's good decision. But he is getting these down on charges, and that's very useful for Taj. And there we see two units charging into this kill spearman. Taj though is going to get the counter charge for the Oscars, and yeah, at this moment in time things are looking good, and he's Taj cleverly using this unit here just to shield against these cav, these archers, so there's no flanking that's going to be easily achieved. I mean, again, a terrible decision. Why would you take that charge? Charging uphill into spears. You might win the engagement, but you're going to lose some very expensive cav units. I cannot see. And on this flank, two of the Thane horsemen are wavering. One's routing. Everything is going in Taj's favour at the moment. That was Axeman that routed those horses. Not the natural counter to cavalry. But there we see a unit of Call Spearmen routing. That's the first. Oh no. And the Royal Thanes routing them. Yeah, how did that cab do? It lost half its unit and took off a third of Taj's unit. That's a disaster. Not good trade. Now these cav coming through the centre. They've got an option. They can go for these guys, which they are doing, or they could have come behind the lines. Either way would have worked. There was no bad choice then. Taj had got himself into a prime position, good positioning, thinking ahead. A beautiful play by Taj, quite frankly. As you can see, the centre of the battle, it's one-sided now. It looks like Patronus is going to win this flank. But, yeah, it's inconsequential. Taj is now going to charge these archers to try and take them off the field completely. And they're going to go. At this point, there is nothing Patronus can do to turn the tide of this battle. It's there's another routed archer unit. This one's going to go next. A few archers. There's the enemy general. He's passed away. That's a further morale boost. There go the archers. And Patronus has conceded. It's a decisive victory for Taj. And my word, what a good battle. And when I say good, it was fast. And there was the odd little, I feel, decision wasn't necessary to take. But actually, Taj controlled that battle extremely well. And he probably knows the game a lot better than I do. So whereas I'm thinking they were a mistake, they probably were not, and in spots crucial to the victory. But he only lost 452 men. He killed 1,262. I think what we saw was a mixture between knowledge of the meta. So Taj's build is better than Patronus's, but also Taj's micro was on point today. What were the key units? All of his Uskars did well. Two of his Uskars did well. The other one barely got into the battle. All of his Berserkers did pretty well. His Spears, they did their job. And if you look at these two units, they got 33 and 37 kills. The majority of that was against a very expensive cav unit. His archers did okay, and his cav, they did their job. Not a great amount of kills, but they were still alive. They would have been very handy had the game gone on longer. And if we look over at Patronus's army, swords and spears, not a lot to shout home about. Archers did okay. Yeah, that cav did not pay for itself, even remotely. So, great battle. Taj wins this one. Thank you for watching.